let's go on to Darby. You there?
Hi, yeah.
Okay, what you got for us?
Well, first off, I have witnessed a miracle personally.
Okay.
Okay.
Your patience. It's a miracle that you can get through these calls. The last one, I'm not
think
sure.
I might have to become a believer. You brought up
Exactly.
that
Good
evidence.
point. Good point.
If that doesn't make you believe, I don't know what would. Because there's no way a human being can have that much restraint.
Thank you.
Now, I just
We get roundly criticized by the rest of the crew if we do something wrong, so you learn over time.
I could never make it on the show. I would just tear into people, I think.
Well, that's what Jeff does. You should
that's
watch
Jeff's
when
job.
he's on.
Oh, yeah. You've already got one of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a hard time with people that can believe in certain miracles and claims, like the virgin birth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have judges in our society that preside over life and death for you that claim that a virgin gave birth to a human god and the pillar of salt and the ark.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are actually in positions of power instead of, medicated and locked up. That just amazes me.
Yeah. And it's some of that it makes me wonder, because people actually believe this. Some of them do. Yet, as you say, they're still functional members of society. It makes me wonder how strongly they actually believe it. Because, again, if you go through the Bible and you follow it, what it says, there's a lot of stuff in here there that nobody does. Commandments like never eat meat on, Fridays. No shellfish.
All right. My favorite.
Red Lobster is doing fine.
Especially in a capitalist society, it's real hard to see these. I have more respect for Muslims. At least they practice what they preach.
Yeah.
They're very die-hard about it.
Exactly.
And they're just as crazy as the fundamentalists here, but still, at least they live up to what they preach.
Yeah. Which is also kind of scary. But
well, not just kind of.
But again, as you say, again, if people actually read the Bible and did everything that it instructs them to do, the world would be a very different place. And so I always wonder, how much of this do they actually believe, or is it just convenient and safe to say that you do and believe the general stuff? Because again, I don't see too many people sacrificing goats and killing their kids and all the stuff.
They're of course going to say that some of the stuff is in the Old Testament and Jesus overruled it.
Yeah, just
funny
like
though, there's never really a clear list of which stuff is overruled and which isn't. So it's never really obvious what parts you're still supposed to follow.
Yeah, because I don't know if the New Testament has stuff about killing and murdering.
That's why all over the world we have different people with a different little God chip on their shoulder saying, my God can beat up your God right now.
Yeah.
And just the damage that alone does.
Exactly.
And I don't know, it's just like you want to scream, wake up.
Exactly. Well, we actually had a caller a couple weeks back who was saying that we are all doomed to hell, as in we all deserve eternal torment, according to the Bible and such. And I just couldn't get past the question of, what have you done in your life that is so horrible that you deserve eternal torment? I'm not perfect. I admit that. I've double parked. I've done...
Sinner!
Exactly. I've done bad things in my life. I admit that. I don't think I deserve eternal punishment and torment for that. I haven't done anything quite that bad. So just like the U.S. justice system says, okay, you double parked, here's the $200 ticket, versus you killed 35 people, here's the death penalty. It seems like if there were a fair God out there, then he would say, okay, you lied, don't do that again, here's perjury for 10 years or whatever, but now you get to go
purgatory.
to heaven. Purgatory, whatever.
Lying is perjury, actually, so it almost works.
Okay. But, at least levels of punishment rather than, you're not perfect, you burn in hell for all eternity. Just my take on the thing.
Yeah, that's kind of rough to live with.
Yeah, so. Did you have anything else for us?
No, I'll let you all get on with the show. I just wanted to say, you're somehow giving me a belief that there's got to be something giving you guys strength.
Well, don't take that too far.
Okay, never will. Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot for calling.
A lot of alcohol.